Hey you! I'm the Metaverse Explorer and I want to make a video about OpenSea coming over to Solana. I don't know if you've heard yet, but OpenSea is one of the biggest NFT marketplaces in the entire cryptosphere. They handle so much volume, it's crazy. They recently announced Solana integration. What that means is low fees, more NFTs coming across. So I want to make a video and find out what this actually means. First off, we'll look at the statistics between OpenSea and Magic Eden. Magic Eden is the #1 NFT marketplace on Solana at the moment. Then we'll look at some benefits, some pros and cons as to why this is a good thing or a bad thing. And then we'll have a look at some general themes like what you should look out for NFTs, how to prepare yourself, and what I'm actually doing to prepare for this giant incoming flux of new users into Solana. All right, I'm the Metaverse Explorer. Thank you very much for watching. Appreciate your time. Our journey with a little introduction to some of the statistics for OpenSea on Ethereum. This is just on Ethereum only because everyone kind of knows Ethereum is where most of the bulk of the NFTs or the NFT action actually is. So let's have a look at some of the OpenSea monthly volumes, and this is using Dune Analytics, right? We can see for the this month of March, which is just about to finish, we can see they had a $2.3 billion in volume for this 1 month. Okay, before the previous month they had $3.5 billion in volume. So that's a lot of transactions going back and forth. Look at the daily volumes, they're averaging like 100, 89, 90, 79, 880. That's crazy volumes every single day. Okay, these are the monthly NFTs sold, and you can see it just keeps rising. You know, the average trend just keeps going up and up and up. I think this month on November was a bit of a low month, but as you can see, they have 1.7 million NFTs, individual NFTs being sold. And what's interesting to me is you look at the total OpenSea traders over time, and you can just see this is up and right only. These are the active people on OpenSea coming in to try and get NFTs. Though this could also be bots washing back and forth, but we don't have enough information to be able to tell that at the moment. But you can see there is still a lot of people interested in the OpenSea statistics. We have some Polygon statistics and we have some of the other chains, but that's all right. Let's have a look at the Magic Eden statistics, right? Magic Eden, we can see some statistics on Dune Analytics. We don't have the USD volume, but we can kind of derive some of this with Magic Eden themselves. We can see the total NFT transactions are still trending higher, but this month is a bit low. Don't know why, and that's just for today actually. But we can see on Magic Eden and Solana itself, Magic Eden takes up 90% of the entire NFT marketplace share on Solana. So I think for now it's just best to go with Magic Eden because it gives us the best sample size. We can look at the transactions. That Magic Eden just takes up the entirety of it. The next best thing is probably Solana Arts, but not much happening over there. We can look at the daily Magic Eden transaction count. It's still high and high and high, right? Let's have a look at some of the volumes. We can look at Magic Eden themselves. This is the marketplace, okay? And you can look at the statistics page on the left-hand side. And on the right, you can see the marketplace breakdown. They say Magic Eden has the most volume at 1.99 million, nearly 2 million in Solana volume. Now let's take that over to CoinGecko and let's have a look at that. We'll put that in and this is what we get. About 245 million in revenue for the last 30 days, right? In volume in the last 30 days. Now, Magic Eden actually turned over this in about 3 days, okay? What Magic Eden does in 3 days, what OpenSea does in 3 days, Magic Eden does in an entire month. So that gives you an idea of how much volume is coming to Solana NFTs. And once people figure out that you can buy and sell with minimal transaction fees, I highly doubt people will be using Ethereum a lot on OpenSea, in my opinion, to be honest. Let's have a look at some of the other statistics that we should look at. Number one, we're going to have a huge amount of capital inflow coming to Solana. You know, all these Ethereum maxis and BTC maxis, they've made a whole bunch of money on Ethereum for the last 5 years or so. Solana is only 2 years old, so we're going to see whole new OGs, whole new bag holders that are going to be coming over to Solana blockchain. With these guys, they're going to start to experience Solana. They'll be like, oh, it only costs 0.02 to make an account for an account rent fee on Solana, and the transaction itself is 0.00005 Solana, which is about 1/100th of a cent or something. So people are going to come over. Once they have their NFTs, they'll be selling it for Solana, and then they'll be able to use their Solana. They'll be able to transfer it to another Solana, a Phantom wallet perhaps, and we're going to have a huge influx of people into the entire ecosystem, right? They're going to experience all the other DeFi platforms on Solana. They're going to see what Radium is like. They're going to see what Orca is like. They're going to see Friction, Katana, all of these other projects. Another thing I think is they're going to come in and expose Solana to the rest of the entire community. We're going to have a giant uptick in users and in funds and the volume that's coming through Solana. Some of the cons we can look at is Magic Eden, one of the actual leading marketplace on Solana, is going to be losing market share, right? They currently have, what is it, 1/30th of the volume that that OpenSea is doing. Once people are able to trade their NFTs on OpenSea, they're not going to be using Magic Eden a lot, right? And Magic Eden has been suffering recently. They've had some launchpad issues with people even being doxxed and they're still rugging. There's huge issues. But so people have way more trust in OpenSea than I would say they have in Magic Eden. On top of that, we're going to see a whole new influx of crappy NFTs coming to Solana and coming to OpenSea. Because once people start getting onto OpenSea and they see how easy it is to mint on Solana, transfer that to OpenSea and being able to sell that, holy Jesus Christ, we're going to get so many of these crappy mints. Not that we didn't have enough already on Solana. My God, I'm sick of all the NFTs on Solana. Some of them are totally garbage useless, and we can see some of them haven't even been able to survive the mini tiny bear market we've had. What does this actually mean? For me, it means that we need to be positioning ourselves in the best possible place for this, right? Let's find out how. Recommend at the moment is have a look at the NFTs already established on Solana. Look at what the blue chips are, and we know them already on Solana, right? We know Solana Monkey Business is probably the #1 OG like crypto punk of Solana, right? Following them, we probably have DGods. They've been popular recently, but I would say Degenerate Ape Academy is probably the #2 blue chip NFTs. Then on top you have Shadowy Supercoders, StepN, they're coming up, Portals, the 50 Solana floor, 67 Solana floor. Jesus Christ, they shot up really fast. Aurora, Stone Ape Crew, the Boryoku Dragon, Cats on Kreka, pretty new, Galactic Gecko Space Garage, Famous Fox Federation. There's a whole heap of blue chip NFTs in Solana at the moment. So you got to figure out, have these actually been pumping? Is there a blue chip that has been lagging recently? And is there an infrastructure play? For me, that infrastructure play is Shadowy Supercoders. So I'm expecting them to perform very, very, very well in Solana coming very soon. What other advice I can give you? I think position yourself in a liquid market. Have some Solana on hand in case anything happens and you need to buy something very quickly. Something that's shooting up, something that's gaining traction, something that's about to blow hard in Solana. Apart from that, I would say, just become liquid. Don't stake your SOL. Make sure it is a normal native SOL and not a derivative like MSOL or ST-SOL or Lido-SOL, right? Secondly, I would say familiarize yourself with the NFT marketplaces. There is Magic Eden, there is Solana Art, and then there is a few smaller ones. But for the moment, Magic Eden is the best. And then on top of it, I would also say, look for the NFT projects that are about to, that already have an established presence on OpenSea. So I know Star Atlas already released some NFTs on OpenSea, and those were the posters for Star Atlas. There are a few projects that are going multi-chain already, and this will be easy because you will find out that they've worked around with Wormhole or something like that. Find those ones and find crypto Twitter, who's following who. Did Magic Eden tweet something? And this is where you get most of the information, right? So I would say for now, just you can go to Hyperspace and look at the top Solana NFT top Solana NFT ecosystems, and then on top of that, go to the statistics page and look at the collections breakdown, what the highest volume is, and who's got the lowest floor at the moment that we can sweep. That's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. OpenSea coming to Magic Eden is a huge, big deal, and I expect a lot of capital inflow into Solana. I'm going to leave you here. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe for me. I do Solana-specific YouTube videos because I am a Solana YouTuber. Thank you very much. Ciao for now.